The most happening place in the cultural scene in Delhi is the Italian Cultural Center, and it is an honor to interact with Andrea Baldi, the director of Italian Cultural Center, and the occasion is 51st anniversary. How does that feel, the 51st anniversary of Italian Cultural Center, that is the jamming place, that is the meeting place, the hotspot of cultural activity in Delhi?
Well, I'm very happy to celebrate this 51st anniversary, even because, after 2 years of COVID, now we can celebrate freely this anniversary. As I told to the people here, most probably is the last one because I spent 5 years here in Delhi, and normally we can stay 5 years. So next year I won't be here, with some regret, because I love this place. It's a beautiful place. I worked very well here in Delhi in collaboration with many of the Indian institutions also. So for me it was every year when we reach this moment celebrating the anniversary, it's like celebrating my anniversary, and it's really moving.
For any institution, 51st year is a landmark, and we must say a lot of effort must have gone into bringing it to this level and at this point of time. A small gathering here, but the very learned audience here, the piano performance by the artist, that must be a very chosen one by you to get the best out for making the evening 51st anniversary of Italian Culture Center a lot more exciting. And the cultural jamming that has happened here, we have seen that the diplomatic corps from different countries and the Indian people all along has a very enriching experience, the 51st anniversary of Italian Cultural Center. You must be a satisfied man, I guess.
I'm very satisfied. Actually, I have to say that the response for the public is always very good, especially when we have concert. I always choose very good musicians, asking to friends, asking to other musicians. In this case, for example, it's the first time I work with him, and the friend suggested me, said it's fantastic. In fact, he was amazing. His capability of reacting with the public. You have seen when the telephone rang, it started doing that for at least 2 or 3 minutes, re-elaborating that sound. I think it was really amazing.
What has been your takeaway, if I may say, with the 5 years that you have spent in India? Last 2 years is something we all want to wipe out from our memory for the difficult time from the COVID. But I can understand the 5 years must be a very satisfying for the people of India, enjoying the best of the cultural aspect of Italy. A very learning experience for the Indian, for sure.
Yeah, sure. Having spent 5 years here, for me, it was like a present, because actually I always wanted to come to India. When I went out for the first time, I worked for the foreign ministry. I put Delhi on the second place, and they gave me the first place, which was Beirut. Amazing experience in Beirut. Then when I had to move, Delhi was not in the list. It was on the next list, so I couldn't come. I went to Rio de Janeiro, another amazing experience, and luckily, my third experience in my profession was Delhi. It was amazing working here, because you have to face, as Italian, I bring with me a very important historic culture. But here you have to confront yourself with another very heavy culture. And mingling with the two experience was what I really liked more. And of course, knowing India, traveling throughout India, unfortunately I couldn't travel for almost 2 years, but I've visited more or less the most important place in India, and I'm very satisfied for my profession and for myself.
You took the word from my mouth. I was about to ask. India and Italy have two great cultures, and the music part and the cultural aspect are deep rooted. Maybe we can say millennium of years together. How has been your observation about India, if I may ask?
Well, especially with music, we could put together many musicians and collaborating. It's amazing because if you listen to Western music, I cannot say Italian music, but Western music and Indian music, they are completely different. But they mingle very well together. That was, for me, was really amazing. This time just we had an Italian player, but many times we invited also Indian player to work together with a wonderful experience. And my history, my personal history, life, of course, is mingled with the Italian culture. But thanks for my job that I have to travel and face other culture, other societies, I'm able to stay together. I'm Italian. I will be always Italian, but I have no problem to face another culture, to enter in another culture and to enjoy it. And really, I enjoy India, and I will miss India when I will leave. I'm happy where I go, but I will miss India for sure.
You're magnanimous about the Indian culture, you're magnanimous about your inbound Italian culture. What is the legacy that you see for Italian Culture Center in India? You have taken it to new height. How will that be when you are gone? How will that be taken as a legacy of Italian culture in Delhi, which is a melting pot of a lot of people enjoy the best of the cuisine, best of the culture, best of the music, and a lot more that we all envy about Italian aspects, and we enrich and we are proud of you.
Well, I'm sure that my successor will not have been decided yet, but they're going to decide soon. We'll take over the experience of my 5 years here, and we'll continue proposing very high level events. So I'm not worried for that. I just would like to be here to see what is going to happen and to enjoy more of the same in India and in his culture.
Thank you very much, and once again, congratulations to the Italian Culture Center for the 51st anniversary, and your 5 years has just completed. That has been a wonderful experience. 5th anniversary, if I may say, about your stay in India and your stay as a director of Italian Culture Center in Delhi. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, and I want to thank the Indian public that always supported me during these 5 years. So really, it was an amazing experience for me.